All right, so today I'm not going to be playing much. In fact, I might not play at all. I want to talk about two things that don't often get talked about. Well, really, they don't get talked about at all. So I want to talk about them today. The first thing is playing with style. Okay, so what does style mean? Well, style means everything. I know that's not very helpful, but style is everything, from how the drummer sits at the drums, how they hit the drums, are they relaxed, are they stiff, how they play the cymbal, what's their cymbal, what do their cymbals sound like? That's a part of their style. The tone of their drums, the tuning of their drums, when they're sitting at the drums, what is their overall presence like? Are they looking out or are they looking at the drums? Are they serious? Are they smiling? All these things go into a drummer's style. And it's something that I don't think we talk about enough when we talk about Max Roach. We talk about Chick Webb. We talk about Art Blakey and all these great drummers, Carl Allen and Greg Hutchinson, modern and old. They all play with a certain style that all of us, when we see them, we can recognize, right? And so when you're emulating a drummer, don't only focus on the notes and the sound and the phrases and their solos, but also focus on just their general style. What do they dress like? If you love a drummer, why don't you try dressing like them and see how that affects how you play. Maybe that'll get you closer to how they sound. So all of these things really play a factor in how a drummer sounds and how a drummer feels and how a drummer is perceived by an audience watching and or listening. So when you're emulating any drummer from old school Chick Webb, Baby Daz, Art Blakey, Philly Joe Jones, all these great masters of the instrument who've laid the foundation, or you're emulating someone more current, like Carl Allen, Kendrick Scott, Marcus Gilmore, Eric Harlan, all these great drummers, regardless of the era that they played in, they play with style. And I think that's something that, I know it's something that you really should start to focus on. And again, style means everything. So pay attention to not only what these drummers are playing, but how they're playing it. Which leads me to the next point. I want to talk about attitude. So attitude is something that when you have an attitude, often when you're mad, you kind of have an attitude towards whatever it is, towards somebody or a situation. And you carry yourself with a little more, you don't care as much what people think about what you're doing. You just do it, or you just say it, or you just feel it, right? You're not concerned with what people feel, all right? It's more about what you're feeling. That's attitude. And that's something that we have to really strive to put in our playing, because behind attitude is intent, right? And conviction and passion and all these things that when you listen to a Max Roach, you listen to Ed Blackwell, they play with that. When they hit a note, when they play a note, it's not just the note that you're hearing, it's the feeling behind the note, the conviction and the attitude that you're also feeling. And that's something that a lot of drummers miss. And so no matter how correct, you may play a solo that you've transcribed, if you don't factor in the attitude behind what they play, you're going to miss out a lot on how they got their sound and what their sound is all about. So really think about the attitude behind the notes that all your favorite drummers are playing with. And then you'll start to really tap into what's making them so great, allowing you to get a little bit closer. We're all striving to be like Max Roach and all these greats, and we're never going to achieve that, but it'll get us a little closer a little bit closer than just dealing with the notes. So hopefully this was helpful. I know this is a little different than what I normally do, but it was just something I was thinking about that I wanted to get out there and communicate to everybody who watches my videos. By the way, thank you so much for all the engagement you guys give, all your comments, your emails, and some of you are following me on Instagram. It's very helpful and motivating, keeps me motivated to continue to put out these videos, because I'm finding that a lot of drummers find them helpful. So thank you. And if you're subscribing, thank you. If you're not subscribing, please subscribe and hit the like button and hit the notification bell, all those things. And it just helps me know that I'm on the right track. So thank you, and I'll see you on the next Q-tip.